So hey guys, welcome back to Atlas for Militaria. Got a pretty interesting atlas for you guys. This is my Kriegskarten Atlas from World War One. I believe this book was made between 1915 and 1916. This book has been quite difficult for me to research. There's not a lot of information out there that I've been able to access. Viewers out there that are watching this, if you have more information, please leave a comment down below and let me know, because trying to find information about this particular book, I found obviously there's a stamp here made in Berlin. It says the Gross Buch binder, and it does have some other name above there, maybe the printer, manufacturer, etc. But other than that, guys, this book in particular, you can see the weathering and the aging of this thing. So it contains, in HALT stands for contains, so it has 10 different maps that World War I Germany was involved in, so battles and theaters, etc. So these books were handed out to soldiers and possibly civilians to kind of keep track of where Germany was at the time. So I'm going to give you guys a quick brief history on World War I Germany here. It's definitely not the whole story. There's going to be holes in this ship, so if you want the whole shebang, the whole story here, I would suggest to go watch Discovery Channel. But I'm just going to give you guys a quick little history lesson on World War I Germany here, and we could look at the maps together here as I open it up. So World War I Germany, the war was from 1914 to 1918. Over 2 million German soldiers were killed. That doesn't include all the other countries that were involved, guys, but this is just specifically for Germany, and that doesn't include civilians either. So it was a pretty heavy-hitting war, and it was very sad. This particular map is from Stuttgart, which is pretty cool. I've been there. Great city in Germany. So how it started, guys, the spark of it was from a Bosnian Serb nationalist. He assassinated an Austrian duke named Franz Ferdinand. Sorry if I butchered that name there. Germany had an alliance with Austria and Hungary, so they were basically obligated to kind of join in and strain some things out. So Germany declared war on Russia and France in August 1914. So that was also a pretty big thing that happened there. And Germany also invaded Belgium, and they took a hit at France, so it was starting to get pretty messy. This is a map from Nuremberg, and again, been to Nuremberg, loved it. Great schnitzel, great beer, great places to go check out for history, guys. Britain entered the war to defend Belgium and France, etc. Wilhelm II, he promised Germany and the troops of German and the Greater Reich there to, the war will be over, guys, and we'll be done before the war. Obviously, that didn't happen. It continued on for 4 straight years, heavy straight years. So how it ended for Germany obviously wasn't great, guys. So Germany, when they were starting to lose the war, people were striking. Workers, sailors, soldiers revolted across Germany in late 1918. Wilhelm II, he was basically kicked off the throne November 9th, 1918. The new German Republic signed a piece of paper saying we're ending the fighting in November 11th, 1918, which was not kind of fair. Some people say that Germany was doing well on the war fronts. They were winning. They were holding the ground, or, not losing ground. But anywho, so that was a bit of a backdoor deal. And then the Treaty of Versailles came in, and Germany was forced to accept total war guilt, which, again, devil's in the details. There was an assassination from somebody else on an Austrian fellow, and that's why Germany kind of kicked into gear. So again, Germany got forced into taking the total war guilt because they were the powerhouse of it. So they just surrender 10% of their land and give up their colonies, dismantle the military, and pay massive financial reparations, which basically bankrupted Germany and destroyed their economy. So yeah, that didn't end well for Germany. So now let's chat a little bit about the book here. So the maps that I was showing you guys were from possibly other map books. I could be wrong, but these particular ones I'm going to show you quickly here are within the book itself, and they are numbered, and I believe I am missing 1 out of the 10. Not the end of the world, but this book was definitely used by somebody during the Krieg, and the detail in these maps are spectacular, so enjoy the view of what I got going on there. I'm going to chat a little bit about 2 heavy hitters in World War One that these men fought in World War One and were pretty big wigs for World War II Germany history. But the first guy I'll be speaking about is Hermann Goering. So he was a highly decorated fighter pilot and flying ace for the German Empire. He was credited with 22 confirmed aerial victories, which was pretty heavy hitting. He had the highest military honor. It was called the Blue Max, awarded on June 2nd, 1918 for his extraordinary fighting and leadership after all that he did. He was awarded Iron Cross First Class 1915, Iron Cross Second Class 1914, Knight's Cross of the House of Order with the Swords Third Class, Military Pilot's Badge. He had a Wounded Badge. So this guy was really well decorated, and he was not a coward in any way, shape, or form. He was a fighter, which is why he was so well respected during World War One and into World War Two. Now the other big wig that we all know who fought in World War One for Germany was Adolf Hitler. So he served as a dispatch runner, a messenger for the Bavarian army on the Western Front. Though he was an Austrian citizen, he did avoid conscription in the Austrian-Hungary militaries, and he volunteered for the German military. His primary duty, again, he was a runner. He would send messages between different commanders and headquarters for the front lines. It was very dangerous, and anybody would want to take a pot shot at one of those guys, so it's kind of amazing that he survived. He was presented with so many awards, but he was injured from shrapnel in 1916, served in the hospital for months. He had a gas attack in 1918, which he also was in the hospital for many months as well. So Hitler's rank, he was a Lance Corporal Private during the war. He was never promoted further. His superiors felt that he lacked leadership qualities. Crazy. And he was twice decorated for bravery. He received the Iron Cross Second Class in 1914, and then in August of 1918 received the First Class Iron Cross, and he got a Wounded Badge, obviously, from when he got wounded. But the First Class Iron Cross was a pretty prestigious award and rare award for a common soldier, for soldiers of that era, but at that time, but which was ironic because the gentleman that awarded him the award was his Jewish superior officer named Hugo Gutmann. But anywho, guys, that's just a quick, brief little thing about World War One, and this is my Kriegskarten Atlas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got to see a quick little in-depth look at some of the maps that are within this book. I can't look at all of them because they are so fragile. But thanks again, guys, for watching and tuning into Atlas for Militaria. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Bye for now.